Renee Flamand here. I want to talk about this ultimatum business. And to be clear, I don't dig the ultimatum. I mean, I don't think anyone would love the ultimatum. But I definitely am a little strong and independent to have someone give an ultimatum to me. Okay. I don't think it's the most constructive way or cooperative way to gain what you seek outright. It's just not the most constructive, and I don't think it's nice. Compromise has to be possible without the ultimatum. Like in a healthy relationship, that's what I see. Like I don't see why everything always has to be such a fight. You know what I mean? So I don't like the use of an ultimatum. Having said all of that, if you are a coupled person and you are at your wit's end, then I can get down with you stating clearly that if this doesn't happen or if that doesn't stop happening, then you will do this or that. Or not do this or that. Leave even, whatever. Fill in your own blanks, which in essence is an ultimatum, what I just described. But I think when you're in a coupled relationship and you're at your wit's end, the ultimatum is certainly going to clear the room of any nonsensers. I think those people full of nonsense get revealed very quickly. I mean, they really do get exposed fast, because if you set up something that way and you say, okay, if you do this again, then this is going to happen, they will disappoint. They won't deliver. And you won't follow through with your end of the ultimatum, which means now you'll fold and you're going to move the line, which is the beginning of when we start folding on our own boundaries, which teaches them how to behave and mistreat us and do the thing again that the ultimatum was based on. Because why would they stop if we're going to move the line and say, oh, it's okay, you didn't do the ultimatum? Whether you're the giver or the getter of the ultimatum, you'll weed out those with no real intentions, I guess is what giving them reason or purpose to show you their behavior will show you how they behave. Do you follow what I'm saying? Like you stated something now. It's out loud. It's been made clear. Oh, you didn't understand me before? That I didn't know we were seeing 6 different people together each? Oh, we didn't say exclusive? Oh, okay. Now you said things out loud. Whatever, that's just one example, but whatever. You said it out loud now. Okay then, here we go. Am I clear? Guess what? He's either, like I said, gonna fold, and then you're gonna fold too. Or, if he does it anyway, and doesn't quit doing the thing, or does the thing that you told him not to, it's like an extra slap in the face, isn't it? Because now you've said it out loud. Now there's no confusion. You said, I have a problem with that behavior. If you do it again, da ba ba. Now he's going to do it again. It's an extra slap in the face. And if he appeases you and curtails the behavior and gives you your ultimatum and follows what you say and listens, it seems, give it a minute. He'll be back. He's trying to sway you in and demonstrate to you through the behavior that you're requesting that he can do it. I can do that, see? Oh, yeah. There was like a whole month where this is what it might look like. Fill in your own details. But in other words, my narcissist for like a month, there was a month, a few different times, he'd come in and he'd throw his phone at me in a playful way. Like, here you go. Like, knock yourself out. As if, like, look through my phone. Which, if you're at the point that you have to look through someone's phone, it's ugly and over, and we all know it. So we've talked about that plenty of times. But this is where we were. We had broken up, and we're trying to be friends, and he's trying to talk to me. And look, I want to prove to you that I'm trying to prove to you. So for 30 days or whatever, it was like this a few different times. You don't think he's gone through and cleaned that phone out before he did that? He probably sat at the top of my street for an hour, making sure he deleted anything and everything in that phone. They'll be back. If they seem like they're doing the behavior of whatever your ultimatum is, and obviously my mind right now in this video is on them seeing other people, because that's oftentimes the way that they betray us. But there could be many different ways. But that's the example there seems to be a thread of that undercurrent, and that's because that's where my mind is going. So they're still seeing other people, but they swipe their phones clean. They'll show you that, ooh, look, I can do it for a month. What you asked of me, look, I'm doing it. Yeah, give it a minute, because they'll get lazy. They won't wipe their phone. You'll find something, or they'll start flat out triangulating you with the other supply, or devaluing you, or making you nuts, and they'll make you find out, and it comes up, it comes out. They're not brilliant people, these people. They always get caught doing what they want. I think they want to. That must be part of that self-hatred that they carry, and they want to get caught, and they want to get screamed at, and they want to get... Maybe it's like the child in them wants to get like that as a punishment, but they get a rise out of it too. We've learned that too. They get a charge out of us reacting to their mess. So there's all kinds of twisted reasons that they do things to us. But the ultimatum, although it's an ugly tool, and I don't recommend employing it on a daily basis to everybody you know, because it's indicative of something was broken. It's indicative of a trust that's not there, of a person without integrity. An ultimatum is ultimate. You're at wit's end. And I'd like to think you surround yourself more with people that don't need ultimatums. I mean, that's not your everyday thing that you want to live your life that way. But when you're in relationships with these kinds of people, these narcissists, you can often get there very, very quickly. I would just be careful when dishing it out. I know a married couple, they've been married 5 years, 6 years. Pardon me. And one of the two of them is always saying the word divorce. Always. Since day one of the marriage. Divorce, 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 divorce. 6 years they're still married. So obviously what she's doing is stating and restating an ultimatum. If you don't stop doing that, I'm leaving. If you don't stop doing that, I'm leaving. It's the wife that keeps saying the word divorce. Nobody's leaving. They're a couple. They've been married 6 years. No, nobody's going anywhere. But what she keeps doing is moving her line then, because you gave an ultimatum. And 1,000,000 times it's been said. So how many times has she said, if this or that, then divorce? And guess what? Nobody's going anywhere. So the line keeps getting moved. Your boundary keeps shifting. You keep giving in. And I don't know if her things are unreasonable. I have no idea. They seem like a fine couple to me. Whatever. It's not my business. My point is, whether she's being dramatic with the use of the word divorce, which it sounds like it is, but also you keep then stating something before the word. So there's a sentence involved with the word divorce. If you don't do this, then this. Do you know what I mean? It can be a dangerous thing. You don't just want to throw out an ultimatum. They are dangerous. And you better be prepared for them to take you up on something too. Well, if you don't do this, then I'm leaving. Then maybe they'll come to you and go, guess what? I'm not going to do that, but I'm leaving. I don't like an ultimatum. Or I can't fulfill what you've just outlined for me. I'm out of here. That's a hope and a dream. I wish more narcissists would do that. Just admit you can't be what I want and leave. But we're their whole game. We are the whole game. The whole game is their game. So they can't walk out on it because They have to smush us before they leave. They need all of it. But the ultimatum, it can weed out the people that are not sincere. But I would hesitate to jump right to it. I would really be careful with your use of it. Be prepared, if you do use it, to maintain whatever line you were drawing with it. If you don't do this, I'm doing this. Well, you better, it's like a child. It's like a child when you discipline a child. It's the same thing. You have to follow through. Otherwise, they just, do you know what I mean? I didn't even have to discipline my child. I'm not going to lie. I had the kind of, I don't know, she's magic. But I know how it goes, that you have to follow through. Otherwise, right? It's the same thing with the narcissist. So now you might say, well, God, I never thought he would actually break it. I wasn't prepared to leave him. I told him I'd leave him if he did that again. Well, you might want to make sure and check your consequence before you voice it, because that's what makes you now have to move your line. This wife keeps saying the word divorce, but no divorce has ever even been close. Maybe she should say instead of that, you know what, we're going to go to therapy. Or I'm going to tell your mother. Or I don't know, get creative. But maybe check your consequence. Don't go right to, well, if you do that, I'm going to leave you. Unless you think you're going to leave him, I wouldn't throw that out there. That's not going to stop them, A. And B, they're going to do what they want. They're either going to do it, lie to you, do it behind your back, fold in a month, pretend that they haven't. They're going to do what they want to do. But don't put yourself in the position of having now to compromise what you laid out as a consequence of yours, so that they can now see it's okay to do that behavior to you, because you're not going to do what you said you were going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's my concern, is you. The ultimatum is an ugly, ugly tool, but it is a tool in the toolbox. And if it warrants it and you're in that kind of situation, you pull it out, but be careful because of you. And just maybe really think hard about what consequence you tag on to the ultimatum, because you have to be prepared to do that consequence. Or move your line. That's what I did. I think I gave, and now that I think it through, if I'm going to admit it, I think I probably gave like a lot of, I didn't word them like ultimatums. I think I said things like, do you understand what loyalty is? Okay. Do you understand that that's what I need in my life? Okay. Do you understand that if you're not prepared to offer that, I'm good, I'm out of here? Yes, I understand. And then the love bombing would come. So I didn't flat out say, if you didn't do this, I would do this. But I did make it, it started to become very clear to me that I had to really state what I wanted. And there was too much of a separation. We knew. He's over here, I'm over here. It was very much towards the end. And I used to say a lot of things like that. And it weeds out, and then 2 seconds later he would do something wrong. Wicked wrong. It weeds out people that are not sincere and that don't have real intentions. If you speak in the language of the ultimatum, even if you just speak in the language of it and you state things clearly, this is what I need. If you don't have it, we can't be together. You're not so much saying, if you do this, I'm leaving you. You don't make it about them. You just simply say, this is what I need from life in a partner. You seem to be being this way, which that's fine. Go do, you can have your life and do that. This is what I need. We may never meet, but you know what I mean? You can separate it, where I just think you should be careful. But it weeds them out. Watch how they behave if you ever do any kind of language like that. And study them closely. Did they jump right to, I'll show you my phone for a month? And then you look at their phone and their phone is so squeaky clean, there's nothing in it. No activity, no new conversations, nothing. He thinks I'm stupid. Oh, like you've had Tony from 317 is the only conversations that's happened in the last month. It's like they're so dumb, you'll catch them. Just be careful of you stating your consequence. That's my concern. Yeah. Okay. Chin up.